Narayana Parayana. There is another verse, Vasudeva Parayana. Sudurlava Prasannatma Kotishvapi Mahamuni. What is that? In that liberated, in that, yeah, those people have been liberated by the dint of knowledge. To find one person in 1 crore is rare. And you're all devotees. Do you understand the rarity of your life? You know? Sudurlabha, not ordinary rarity. Very rare. That is the rarity of taking path of bhakti yoga and worshipping Krishna. But in devotees also, we have so many levels, so many gradations, different types of devotees. But I want to tell you one thing. Trust me. If we, the number 8, you turn it like this, what is this infinity? We are stuck in the cycle of birth and death. I have a question for all of you. You have taken birth in 1980. Then you'll go, our life will go up to 2050, 60, not more than that, right? So, after that, what? Did anyone think of this? 15 years youth, 25 to 40 youth, and 50 years, if not 40 years old age. Wow. So it doesn't matter whether you're a doctor, engineer, professor, or a scientist. It doesn't matter. Body is a machine. It gives trouble. With experience, I'm telling you. Idam sariram parinama peshalam padadyavashyam sat sandhijarjaram kimoshadam prichasimuda dharmate niramayam krishna rasayanam pipa. Once this machine, I have a question for you. Cell phone, how many years? 5, 6 years. Then, not that it will stop overnight. It starts failing. And those of you doctors, that's when they come to you. But you also know it keeps on failing. You give medicine, keeps on failing. One day, it stops. And you join this number 8 again. So even though we have attained a very rare human form by the causeless mercy of devotees, Srila Prabhupada, we have come to the path of bhakti. Unless we utilize it, we have only 2 options. Either you take birth again, or you go back to Godhead, breaking number 8. How many of you understood? This is more and more visible to me as I am aging out. There are only 2 things. Either you take birth again in different form, different place somewhere, or go back to Godhead. Raghunath Das Goswami says, have an extra attachment, excessive attachment. Guru Goshtalaye, so I have an excessive attachment to Guru. How many of you are initiated or aspiring? Then how many of you have taste for the holy name? How many of you taste for the home Vrindavan? How many of us have taste for the residents of Vrindavan, Vrajavasis? It's important, the sirs and ma'ams, to go back to Godhead. Then you will say, for that reason only we acquired Bhagavatam. Okay, I agree. Thank you. Very good. So you have acquired Bhagavatam as a step to develop excessive attachment to the holy name. And you have acquired Srimad Bhagavatam to develop an excessive attachment to the devotees, excessive attachment to the Guru spiritual master, Then you are on the right track, sirs and ma'ams. Should I continue? Interesting?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So what is that? So we have to, Bhagavatam, we serve by reading it. Bhagavat is 2 types, book Bhagavat, devotee Bhagavat. Book Bhagavat and devotee Bhagavat. Book Bhagavat we serve by reading it and applying it. Devotee Bhagavata, we serve by following his instructions. We develop a friendly, very nice relationships by giving the gifts, accepting gifts from them. Dadati. What is that? Pratigranati. Guhyam Vakhyata Prakyati. Bhukte Bhojite Cheva Shadvidam Priti Lakshanam. So you give them gifts, you accept gifts. You inquire, how to do Arti Prabhuji, how to do this, how to do that, how to chant nicely. That is inquiry. Then Guhyam, secretly reveal the mind. I have this issue, I have this problem. Can you help me? The person whom you are sharing, you should not tell it to anybody. You invite for prasad. When invited, you go to their home for prasad. You may develop a nice relationship with them. So this is a nectar of instruction. Honestly speaking, this verse is from Panchatantra. Animals do this. Rupa Goswami is telling when animals do this to develop relationship, why not devotees? That's why I added this verse in nectar of instruction. Last week I told a story. I have a question for Abraham Gopal Prabhu or Mataji. Should I repeat the same story of Dindukari or you want me to tell the story of Sukadeva Goswami? Because that is Bhagavatam. Devotees like stories, not so much philosophy.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can ask all the devotees here. So should
I think they were not there last time, right?
Yes, so we can repeat also.
Yes. Who was?
Prabhuji, we are okay with anything. Even you telling us philosophy, we would love that.
Okay.
So it's not just stories. You teach us anything. We are here to learn. Anything you teach us will be helpful.
How many rounds you chant, Prabhuji?
Waiting for this day only, Prabhu.
Huh?
Waiting for this day only, like today, so that he can.
Means, let me tell you, I have only one thing. Two things are deadly enemies to the spiritual life. What is the deadly enemy? Complacency and lethargy. They are deadly enemies. So we need to make an endeavor. Prabhupada said minimum 16 rounds. Chant 16 rounds and follow 4 principles. Life is about choices. Human life, why it is rare? Human life is rare because we have determination. We make right choices. Life changes. So if you make a decision, I will chant Hare Krishna mantra. It's a bank account. I made that choice. 22, this is my 23rd year. I made the choice. And you know what, at this age, and in this part of life, the only good thing I have done in my life is the decision that I made 22 years ago. So they said chant 4 rounds. I said, after some time I asked how many rounds? 8 rounds. Okay. Then without telling them I got a problem, I reached 16 only. So I thought the problem will solve by chanting 16 rounds. And it solved actually. So it's priorities. If you take 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, that is it.
Actually, they're beautiful family, both of them, very curious, eager, want to learn. Shirisha Mataji already chanting. Kumar Prabhu, he has scheduled with research and stuff, but also he didn't get your association much in the past. So I'm hoping with your association and encouragement, he will definitely get inclination towards chanting and start chanting. But he's always eager to do any service. Whenever we have some help or anything, even before we call, he's ready to help, serve.
Okay, this is the thing. I used to have for a short while, I used to have a roommate. Today is actually like this Prabhuji is also chairperson for computer science in City University of New York, CUNY. So this is 2015, 2005, 15 years ago. One time I went, actually he knew me very well, I knew him very well. Um, uh, 2003 actually. Every day he would come home at 12 o'clock and he would chant his rounds 12 to 2. I told him, Prabhu, one day you will fall asleep and you may not be able to chant. And why are you chanting in the 12 to 2 every day? Midnight to 12 to 2. He told me, take my word for granted, I'll never skip this. I said, how confidently you're telling this? What is your confidence? He said, this is my offering to Krishna. And he started aspiring, he said, this is my offering to Guru also. I don't do anything to my Guru. So my studies, my education, and my this chanting, these are the only two things offering. I'm doing it as an offering to Guru and Krishna. Believe me, he never gave up. And of course, then he finished his PhD in computer science. He got a job in Microsoft Research. Then eventually he became a professor, you know, and now he's a chair. You know? But he is like you, he also preaches Krishna consciousness. His wife is also a professor. You know, they both in City University of New York. So the point is, he told me, he understood, he realized nobody will come with us, nothing will come with us. And he made the choice 15 years ago, you know. And today he's married, he has kids. You know, he also grew in his career. But what is very consistent with him is sadhana. Sadhana and service. You know, sadhana includes study. Chanting and study and service will make you steady. You know, it's important. So all priorities, take 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. That's it. And suddenly one day, you know, you'll be 50 years and you have a 20 years of bank account, maybe 25, whatever. And there is a treasure. Swalpa mapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. It'll save you from great fear. You know? Neha vikrama ashvaste pratyavayana vidyate. Anyway, so my point to you, you know, so you should take it up. I mean, we are a little bit deviating. So my request to Prabhuji, Kumar Prabhu and his wife, you know, they should sincerely start chanting, and they will, by next year they'll have 1 year bank account, and it's an eternal credit. That too, this is Purushottam month, this is Ekadasi, and wow, what an auspicious time. We are really waiting for Kumar Prabhu's response. Yes, Prabhu.
Swamiji, while I do not chant for rounds, Atul Prabhuji does not know this, but I do chant every time I'm driving, working in the yard. That's my way of chanting, Swamiji. I mean, I don't do rounds as much, but my point is, just while you're doing some work, chant. Have the mindset of God and just chant His name. That's what I do, Swamiji. But unfortunately, I'm not as disciplined as Atul Prabhuji to do n number of rounds every day.
Okay, I agree, Prabhuji. You know, I want to tell you this point. If you take loan from somebody and you have to pay this much interest every month, what you will do? Sporadically, you will not pay the interest. You will, like a committed gentleman, you will pay the interest by the beginning of every month, right? So here in this yard, you know, when we do the other tasks and when we do this, then there won't be focus, and we don't get the time, free time all the time. So I agree with you, fine, no problem. So I'll give you a small formula. What is that? Yoga says 28 minutes. When you sit and do it, the chunk, that is where, you know, Andhra, we do it for 40 days. Why? 40 Hanuman Chalisa, do it 40 days. Means you'll get used to it by that time. So likewise, so if you do for 28 minutes in yoga, that is considered as a medicine for regulation of the mind and regulation of subtle body. So I encourage, you know, whatever you are doing, that's fine, wonderful. But you just start with sit in one corner and 4 rounds to begin with, you know, if you start, then what happens? It's a bank account that will come with you. What do you think? Thank you. How many rounds Mataji does?
Certainly, Swamiji. I will start that right from today.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Mataji, how many she does?
How many rounds do you do?
Minimum 3, Prabhuji.
You can follow your husband. 4 together. 4.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Sure.
Yeah, sometimes Krishna does more also. So
Chaitanya Prabhu, I know he's chanting 16 rounds, right?
opportunity.
There are days when she did like what, 16, 64 rounds even.
That's for the Haridas Thakur. Well, I encouraged her to do 64 rounds, Prabhuji.
Wait, Rohan, come in front. Rohan,
Huh?
we come.
Rohan, come front.
Yeah. How many doing? Tell Prabhuji.
How many rounds did you do today? How many?
1 round, Prabhuji.
Amazing.
Rohan does round every
Congrats.
minimum.
Chaitanya Prabhu and Mataji, I'm sure I know you have been chanting 16 rounds for so many years, right? More than a decade, right?
Chaitanya Prabhu is inspiring from his Radhanath Maharaj, and Mataji is still, she is, thinking.
Oh, okay. Amazing. That's great. Yeah. So anyway, we'll come back to this. I'm sorry to a small deviation. So, Nigama kalpa taror galitam phalam sukham kadamratyat samyatam. Bhagavatam rasamalayam. This is a wish fulfilling. This is a ripened fruit from the wish fulfilling tree of Vedic literature. Like there are 108 Upanishads, 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas, Srimad Ramayana, Mahabharata. But what is that? Vyasadeva wrote this in his maturity. That's why it's called a Paramahamsa Samhita. What is it called? Paramahamsa Samhita. Means it is meant for Paramahamsas. You know what is the difference between a cat and a swan, Hamsa? The difference is if you give cat half a gallon milk and a gallon water mixed together, 2 gallons of half gallon water, half gallon milk, if you put in front of cat cannot segregate. It'll drink a whole. But if you put the same thing, half gallon water, half gallon milk, mix it together and put in front of the swan will drink it. It has a nose. From the nostril, there is a hole. All the water will come out. So, water will come out. Means swan will separate milk from water. In other words, Paramahamsa, like devotee, he will separate matter from spirit. Matter temporary. Nasate vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sata. Obhyarapi trishtandas tvanayos tattvadarsibi. For body, your doctors, you know that there is no endurance. One day body has to stop. For soul, there is no temporariness. Soul is eternal. Body is temporary. So, our goal is to cleanse the heart. Our goal is to cleanse the heart and awaken that love of God that is within. Domena vriyate vahnihi yatadarsho malena cha tatolbena vrito garbhastadati nidamavritam. Today, that pure love of God, consciousness is covered by anger, greed, lust, pride. Hare Krishna. How? If fire is there, but it is covered by smoke. Mirror is there, beautiful mirror. It is covered by dirt. Embryo, baby is there, covered by the womb of the mother. Likewise, our pure Krishna conscious knowledge, Krishna consciousness is covered by lust, impurities, greed, anger, envy, pride. So cleanse the heart. Lord Chaitanya gave the easiest process. How to cleanse the mirror like heart? What is the, Darpana Marjana, holy name. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Along with that, we need to add this reading of Srimad Bhagavatam. Following a book, devotee Bhagavata, Sarada Devotee Bhagavat by following his instructions. You know, and read Sarva Srimad Bhagavatam by reading it. One day, Lord Chaitanya, he returned from Gaya. He returned from Gaya, and ever since he returned from Gaya, there he was initiated. He was initiated by Ishwar Puri, and the time has come to manifest his divinity as the incarnation of Krishna in the sage Kali Yuga. So he exhibited, he started exhibiting love of God. Every day he's going, he's taking classes for his students, and anything they would ask, he would connect it to Krishna only. After telling like this for a few days, they said, no, I'm not very composed. So what we will do, we will stop it. So they stopped, and they went to take bath on bank of Ganga. Then what happened? When they were coming back, one Brahmana, he was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Chaitanya became ecstatic. It happened 2 times. One with Brahmana, another with another Brahmana. So go on reading. Lord Chaitanya, he was becoming ecstatic just by listening to Bhagavatam. Entire Bhagavatam is Krishna. First canto, second, third, fourth. First canto is feet. The lotus feet. 10th canto is face. 11th canto, forehead. So Lord Chaitanya said, go on reading. And this Brahmana and Lord Chaitanya embraced him. You all should know this. Lord Chaitanya, whomever he would see them, lovingly, he would infuse them with the love of God. Means all the impurities in their heart are removed, they are liberated, and forget about liberation, they have already attained the love of God. Hare Krishna. What Brahma and Shiva are looking for, that love of God, Lord Chaitanya would give instantly. Deyam sada parivagnam abhishtadoham tirdaspadam savrinchanutam saranyam mrityardhyam pranatapala bhavdipotam vande mahapurushate charanarvindam. So what Brahma, Shiva, Virinchi. Shiva means Brahma, Virinchi means, Shiva means Lord Shiva, Virinchi means Brahma. What they are looking for, they would give, he would give. And Lord Chaitanya's, what is his religion? Srimad Bhagavatam. Purana Mamalam, Prema Pumarto Mahan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Matamidam. That is Lord Chaitanya's religion. What is Lord Chaitanya's religion? Srimad Bhagavatam. So when this person was reciting, Lord Chaitanya said, go on reading. And this person was becoming ecstatic. He kept on reciting. Janmadhyasya yatanvyadhiradas chardesha vignashwararteni brahma hrudayadi kavaya muhyanti yat surya teja varivadam yata virmaya yatrastiri sargo mrishadhamna sena sada nashtukam satyam prandemahi. So he kept on reading. Lord Chaitanya said, go on, go on. Nobody is actually, I don't see any tears coming from anybody's eyes. One, I'm not pure, but why it's happening? The power, the more and more you become pure, we relish. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. For somebody who cannot relish it, access a medicine, exactly like holy name. Hare Krishna mantra, for somebody who cannot understand a holy name works like a medicine. But somebody who is liberated, holy name works like a nectar. And Lord Chaitanya said, go on reading, go on reading. Finally, Gadadhar Pandit came and said, wait, stop. This person, Lord Chaitanya, his hairs were standing on end, tears were cascading from his face and cascading from his eyes. Lord Chaitanya was becoming ecstatic. Finally, Lord Chaitanya gave him the name Bhagavat Acharya. Wow. He gave the name Bhagavat Acharya. And what is that? Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken one time. Like Bhagavatam, what is that? It is not static, it is dynamic. Bhagavatam expands. It expands. It was spoken by, the 3 times. One, it was recited by Gokarna to deliver his son, his brother, who became a ghost. Second time, Lord Shiva always tells Bhagavatam. 2, Parvati. 3, Maharaj Parikshit. Sukadeva Goswami spoke Bhagavatam to Parikshit. And in South India, you all know so much Mayavad. I forgot this person name. He was also into it, South India, whole Advaita philosophy is Mayavad only, Your God, I am God, everybody is God. So every day, this person would recite Srimad Bhagavatam, though he is a Mayavadi, and they also read Bhagavatam anyway. The next day he would come to the temple, like every day he would read 20 pages. When he would come back, it will come to the beginning of the page only, past time, same past time. I want everyone to hear. Can you hear? So there will be like 200-300 people, and this Brahmana would recite Bhagavatam. So like Brahma Vimohan Leela. Next day he would come, he should continue from where he left off, right? So when he would come to read the bookmark, not the 21st page, it will come to first page only. So you will not remember. Again, second day also Brahma Vimohan Leela only. Third day only Brahma Vimohan Leela. All the audience were thinking, why he reads every day same thing? But they don't have guts to ask him. You're all listening? This went on for a week. So every day is telling Brahma Vimohan Leela only. How Brahma was bewildered by Krishna. But nobody wanted to tell him because he recites so sweetly. Every day they're listening. How Krishna bewildered. Brahma. Krishna killed Aghasur, right? Krishna killed Aghasur, and Brahma saw that, wow, Agha means sin. Anago Vijaya Yata Visayoni Panarvasu. Anaga means Krishna, sinless. And sinless is entering into sin. All the devatas said, alas, alas, alas. Such a beautiful, tendering boy. It's a tender-limbed boy. Krishna is a very, very soft, like butter. And on the top of it, a bluish black monsoon cloud. What is that? Islam and Christianity, they don't know how God looks like. Bhagavatam readers know. Barapida Natavarapu Karnayo Karnikaram Vibrutvasa Kanakakapi Sambaijinti Chamalam Randran Venradar Sudayo Gopi Vrandai Vrindaranyam Supadaranam Pravishad Gita Kriti. That is Krishna's beauty. Then Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Vakshastalekam Stubam Nashakreno Maktikam. Kasturi Tilakam, his face is endowed with nice tilak. Vakshastalekam Stubam, he has a Kaustubha jewel on his chest. And he's a tiny garment, tiny, what is a jewel at the end of the nose. Sometimes Mother Yashoda puts it. Kartala Venum, he has a beautiful flute. Kare Kankanam, he has bangles. Sarvangi Arichandanam, entire body is made with chandan. Sulalitam, Kantecha Muktavali, he has a nice choker around his neck. He's always surrounded by gopis and he plays on the flute. Gopastri Pariveshchita, Vijayate Gopala Chudamani. Anyway, the beauty, Srimad Bhagavatam describes the beauty of Krishna. And such beautiful Krishna is entering into the Aghasur. Alas, alas, alas. I'm cutting the story short, otherwise it will not end. He said 20 minutes was over long ago. Abraham Gopal has this trick. So, should I continue or end it? So he entered all the devatas. Devatas are so scared of Aghasur. They said, alas, alas, alas.
Prabhuji, just leave 5-10 minutes for question answers, but please continue for now. We're really eager to hear what is going on.
Okay, because I want to tell that story, so I used the word Brahma Vimohan Leela. So I didn't forget that Brahmana, but I'll come there. So what he did, Krishna entered the mouth of Aghasur to take care of his friends. And anyway, Krishna killed Aghasur. I cut it short. And Brahma was, wow, he killed so many. So what Brahma did, he forgot and he abducted all the friends. So Krishna said, all right, you want to test me? No problem. Krishna expanded himself into unlimited cows and cowherd boys. He went home. This went on for 1 year. One day Brahma saw, what is Krishna doing? Krishna is playing with the cows, cowherd boys. Here you see the cows are playing, they are sleeping. They are original, these are duplicate. These are original, they are duplicate. Or they are both original, I am duplicate. So Brahma was bewildered. This is what's called Brahma Vimohana Leela. Brahma's body is made up of intelligence. There is, Brahma is not born to any father and mother together. by any seminal force. Brahma, he came, is from the navel of Vishnu, lotus sprouts, and Brahma was created on that lotus by Vishnu. So Brahma, there is no illusion. His body was made up of intelligence, but he was illusioned, bewildered. So this Brahmana was reading every day this story. For more details, you should read it from 10th canto. Or ask Abhiram Gopal Prabhu. So anyway, so this Brahmana was reading same thing only every day. Krishna is entering into the mouth of Aghasur. Everyone is scared. First day he told the whole story. Second day also, Krishna is entering into the mouth of Aghasur. Every day same thing only. But the Brahmana is not realizing it. You're listening? And nobody, because he speaks so sweetly, Srimad Bhagavatam, nobody ever told him to stop also. Nobody ever told him to go forward also. They were relishing it. One day this Brahmana got the doubt after 7 days. I think I covered this yesterday, but in the bookmark, nobody would touch it. I put it in the temple and lock it and go. So I am the one opening it. So one day what happened? So he finished his lecture, same story again. Then he went. When he went, suddenly he realized, he left, address for somebody in that book only. So, without that address, he cannot go. So he came back to the temple. By this time, temple is closed. And he wanted to open the temple because he put the Bhagavatam inside. He was hearing. It's actually Shiva temple. Then Shiva temple, then he heard, he saw, who is speaking inside? From the keyhole he saw. Lord Shiva is talking to Parvati. And whatever this Brahmana, Brahmana told, same story Shiva is repeating. Shiva is repeating. Parvati said, my Lord, past 7 days you are repeating the same story. So Lord Shiva said, I am speaking Bhagavatam, right? So, am I not speaking? How is it? She said, very nice. But Shiva is not happy. Tell me, how is it? She said, it's very nice. But it is not as sweet as that Brahmana speaks Bhagavatam. You have to improve. So what's happening past 7 days, Lord Shiva wanted to reach the stage of the Brahmana. So what he would do, once Brahmana would keep the book, after covering 20 pages, he would put the bookmark. Shiva would, just to please his wife Parvati, he would start and recite. Mother Parvati would say, you spoke very well, but not the way he did it. So Shiva said, all right, I'll try again tomorrow because I want to hear attentively. Then I'll repeat. Shiva would put the bookmark. You are liking it or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So then that day Parvati said, my Lord, it is very good, but not as sweet as this Brahmana recited. You should try again. Shiva said, past 7 days I'm trying, still I have not made up to his mark. She said, not really. Try, I think Parvati is honest, bold also. So that is, basically Shiva wants to glorify the devotee, Shiva is the topmost Vaishnava. So, Prabhuji and Mataji's Srimad Bhagavatam is nectar, For somebody who cannot relate, Bhagavatam is medicine also, So that's why Lord Chaitanya, he named that person Bhagavadacharya. He said, go on reading, he attained the perfection. Bhagavad Gita is actually a law book. Bhagavatam is a law journal. Means Bhagavad Gita contains all the principles. But journal means there will be stories, or there will be journal stories of cases where the principles, these laws are applied. That is law journal. So likewise, the principles of Bhagavad Gita, so Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam was spoken by devotees about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is the book spoken by Krishna, Bhagavatam was spoken by devotees about Krishna. How many of you understood? So it is a wish fulfilling, it is a ripened fruit of Vedic literature. And it is spoken by Sukadeva Goswami. Sukha means parrot. Last time I was telling, any fruit, if it is eaten by parrot, it becomes sweeter. You know. So because Sukadeva Goswami repeated Bhagavatam to Parikshit, Parikshit was on the verge of death in 7 days. By hearing Bhagavatam 7 days, Parikshit was liberated. So if only we chant every day sincerely, and if only we read Bhagavatam, let us hope you are 20, 30, 40 years. For sure we'll go back to Godhead. But that thing should start today. It should start today, right? It's a bank account. It's a bank account. It'll come with you. So my request to you, 4 rounds should become 8 rounds. 8 become 12. 12 becomes 16. There should be competition. Like we have material goals, we should have spiritual goals also. Anyway, thank you very much. So chant the holy name and read Srimad Bhagavatam. And one day we will attain the Lord's feet of Krishna. Attain the Lord's feet of Radha and Krishna. Lord Chaitanya. Thank you very much. Any question or comment? Otherwise, we will end it.
Yes, thank you. So nice. So Prabhuji, as you know, Temple President, Farmington Hills, very, very busy. So we have a great opportunity today. Everybody can ask their questions, practical questions in life, daily things, whatever they want to know. Yeah, Prabhuji still has few more minutes. Very, very grateful to him. Could spare that. So Raksha Mataji, Chaitanya Prabhu, Shirisha Mataji, Kumar Prabhu, any questions specifically to ask Prabhu? Please, you can ask now. Or any practical guidance you want in your daily routine, anything, any proper clarification, discussion. This is a good time. Yes, Kumar.
So, Prabhuji, first of all, thank you for sharing your wisdom. Translating the scriptures to something a very common man like us can understand is not an easy thing. And you did as a teacher who does this for a living, I can see the significance of it, because when I start reading the scriptures, for me, it's at least very, very difficult to understand. But you took that and you translated and made it, simplified it. So probably someone who is probably, I would say, novice, even is a generous term for me, for the slokas, and you made me understand it very well. So first of all, thank you for that. So,
Hare Krishna.
So I have a follow-up question on this. We're very fortunate that Atul Prabhuji has led us into this Bhagavata here, and he invited us to for this event, and he is the one who got us all the Bhagavatas. So my question is, as I said, for me, when I start reading Nitya, Bhagavad Gita, or any slokas, it is difficult to follow. Like, for example, I read different books. I read Bhagavata from that is not in slokas format, right? So that I can understand, I can relate to. But when it comes to this Bhagavatas that is infused with slokas, it becomes challenging to comprehend. So what is the best way for a person like me or anybody in general, to get started, and how to understand it and yet keep the motivation going?
Very nice question, bro. Thank you very much. I'll tell you my experience. When I started, when I adopted the path of bhakti, believe me, initially, it will happen to everyone actually. After second chapter, you don't feel like continuing. It happened to me also. Philosophy, so difficult. And I told this to one devotee, Then devotee said, you chant, he said. You chant your rounds. Then you'll get the mercy. You made a nice point, you're honest. It's not easy to understand. One surgeon told me, he's actually a neurosurgeon. Outright, he said, I'll not read. I said, why? I can't understand, sorry. I tried many times before and I don't want to read. He rejected it. Then I realized it's how they know the generation after generation, how people are losing taste in scriptures because they're finding it difficult. So my request to you, whatever they told me 22 years ago, same thing I'll repeat to you. You have taken commitment to chant 4 rounds. And as much as possible, Mataji also should cook. Every day we cook, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When we cook for 2 hours, we should offer for 10 minutes. So offer like a vegetarian, put everything in a plate, offer it to Krishna. And take it out after 10 minutes and eat it, prasad. Prasad is not available only in the temple. You can make prasad at home also. When you put a tulsi leaf, offer it to Krishna, take it and eat it, becomes prasad. So one is chanting 4 rounds and prasad. And then as much as possible, whenever opportunity comes, if you do some service, seva, Krishna will give you the mercy. And when the mercy comes, you'll understand very easily. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. That was a beautiful answer. I also had this doubt because you are talking about completing the first chapter. Going from the first 2-3 shlokas onwards becomes a big task. First shloka has like a purport of like 7 pages, and then going beyond and understanding it like really bewilders, even the introduction. So I am actually very much able to relate with what Kumar Prabhu said. So thank you for nice question, and thank you, Prabhu, for nice answer.
One more thing is also there. What is that? We should also make it even if we don't understand, we should make it a point to read. But we should not read. We should study. Take a book and make a notes, and ask. You should call you and ask for clarifications. Then actually one day I met a CEO. He said, I finished Bhagavad Gita. I could not believe him. I outright believe me in my mind. I thought he's cheating me. I thought you are such a busy CEO, and where in the world do you get time to chant 16 rounds? Still a CEO actually. Still he's running his business, maybe $300-400 million company, and where in the world he will get time to read Bhagavad Gita? And after chanting 16 rounds, I thought I went to his home. Believe me. He came with a booklet, maybe half of this size, and said, he showed me, Yugal Kishore, I finished Bhagavad Gita, and this is my notes. Whenever I meet somebody in the material world, I always learn something from them. I was stunned. I've been preaching Bhagavad Gita for so many years. Not even one person till this day came to me showing a book, a booklet of notes. Then I told, that's why you became CEO. And the page writing was clean. I said, where do you get the time? And you're still working. What he told me shook me. He said, I cut down my sleep, he said. Wow. Suddenly, 2 hours added in his life, 16 rounds. Plus reading Bhagavad Gita, I was amazed. So we should not read, we should study. Interesting.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Chetan?
Yes, Prabhu. I had a question, Prabhu. I think of the many faults I had, this is one that I've been struggling with. I try to chant 16 rounds, but I'm not able to do it every day. I think one of the problems I've realized with myself is I know it is the right thing, and I know I also enjoy doing it. I also enjoy reading Bhagavatam. But oftentimes I get stuck with practicality, like, there's only this much time. I have to be practical, and I'll try and do it the next day. And I get I get stuck in that dilemma always, trying to do what I like to do, but trying to be practical at the same time.
I have a question. Somewhere, I mean, I couldn't hear. So you skip the chanting or reading? What you said? You do it next day. You said, what is that? I couldn't hear.
So, Prabhu, anything in devotional life or spiritual life, I enjoy Bhagavatam, or I know it is important to chant. I know I have to chant, but sometimes practicality, that argument always confuses me.
Means you don't chant every day 16 rounds?
No, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you. Nice question. So this is the thing. Priority disclosure. However busy we are, we eat 3 times. We sit on the phone, and we go to internet. There are time thieves for sure in our life. There are time thieves in our life for sure in a week. How many hours of usage of your cell phone shows on an average?
Maybe 2 hours.
2 hours. So in other words, 7 to 14 hours. Priorities matter. For so many years, I would do some extra rounds, and whenever I would go for preaching, I would show preaching as an excuse for not doing that extra rounds. Then one day, I felt I'm cheating myself, So, no, let me have my priorities, One person told me impure heart will generate impure results, and especially mode of passion, the results will be mixed. It is written. My request to you, in America, especially schools, they give children a small example for time management. A jar, big rocks, small pebbles, and sand and water. And they'll tell the children, hey, this common thing everyone knows. So you put the big rocks first, then you pour the pebbles, then you pour the sand, and finally you pour the water. If you follow this way, only all will fit. If you don't follow this way, and if you put the sand first, or you pour the water, definitely they will not fit. The moral is, put the big rocks first. What is most important, what is most urgent. Today may be our last day. Today may be our last day. We were in Vrindavan 1 year, 2-3 years ago. This Maharaj, 50-year-old, Ekadasi, Kartik would be ending in one more day. Kartik would be ending in one more day. So morning 6 o'clock, mode of goodness. He left his body in Krishna Balram temple actually. Believe me, nature, with regards to leaving the body, nature has so many calculations. What is his sincerity? I heard this person helped Radha Govind Maharaj setting up his programs, tents, generators, bring everything, basically organize. He did that for 15 years. One day Radha Govind Maharaj said, thank you very much. I'm very pleased with you, whatever you've done. Pleased with whatever you've done. Now you read Bhagavatam. Guru's instruction group. He read 3 years, he finished Bhagavatam. Then devotees told me, his Bhagavatam class are nectar. Why he pleased Guru? And he told one day Radha Govind Maharaj, you have so many thousands of disciples, but I have only one Guru, that's you. This material world is a very dangerous place. No one knows what happens when. None of us thought Corona would come and we'll all wear mask. That is material world. So, Guru Maharaj, you are becoming old, but I want to live before you. Give me this benediction. I don't know what Radhavan Maharaj said. It is 2 years since he left. Early morning, 6 o'clock. They tried to take him out. They brought an ambulance. By this time, he left the world. Means he left in Vrindavan, in Krishna Balram temple. Anyway, why I'm telling this is priorities, Prabhu. Many times I thought I'll join full time next year. 10 more lakhs. Some more lakhs. Because you don't have bad habits. You're chanting nicely. You're playing nicely. Haribol. So, my Lord, I'll join full time next year. Next year comes, my Lord, I'll join full time next year. One day Krishna slapped me, part. I'll join full time now, my Lord. Now I'll tell you that money is not there, Prabhu. Not even I don't have a bank account actually. My regret, you want to know? Whenever I see young people, why I did not start it at this age. If only I had started 3-4 years early, my heart would have been cleansed more. I would have more realizations. My Lord, why did I delay so much? The answer I would get from the heart, you are not ready yet. There's so much of conditioning. So Krishna, I know Krishna patiently waited. My request for you, I cannot speak this, but one Grihastha spoke in our temple. I don't know how you will take it. It's a very heavy statement. Should I tell you? It's a heavy statement for all married people actually. You want to hear?
Yes, Prabhu.
He said, I never spoke this in my life because I cannot. He said, Ganga flows from Himalayas to Bay of Bengal. 2,000 kilometers from. Ganga has 2 banks, this side, this bank, that bank, right? How many sand grains are there on the bank of Ganga? I have a question for you. How many sand grains are there? Unlimited. He said that many times we are married. That many times we have children, we have parents. That many times we are married. But my question to you, do you think the desire is gone? The desire to enjoy is not gone. So senses are not coming and telling, thank you very much, sir. You served me for unlimited, eternal, infinite number of times you served, engaged in sense enjoyment. So now I'll serve you. Bhakti is very good. You will break this, you'll go back to Godhead and you'll enjoy eternally. Not this much happiness and this much suffering. Not this much happiness and this much suffering. This much happiness, no suffering. Just do sadhana for 30-40 years. You will be reunited with Krishna. Maya will not tell the truth. If just 4 years you work hard, you'll get this. You'll work hard 4 years. Recently I was listening. Whatever the metal thing you work for, you will never get what you want. First thing. Second thing, when you get what you want, it is boring after some time. Third thing, when you get what you want, it comes with a package, means something else is also there. That is painful. This is sweet, but that is painful. It is naked truth, whatever I'm telling. And Maya says, okay, now you try for this. No, now I have children. I should work very hard. Then once they settle, then I'll tell you that day will never come. Waves will never stop. I don't want anyone to follow me and next year. I want you to be serious today, Prabhu. Tomorrow will never come. Corona, 190,000 people died. They had so many desires, so many goals. To the extent they don't want you to come to Bhagavad Gita, they want to focus so much on their career. In 2 months to come, they don't know they would be no more. You agree? How many people? Not 2 people, not 10 families, not 20 families, not 5,000 families, not 50,000 families, not 100,000 families. Only in America alone 190,000. Plus, I'm not seeing nowadays the numbers. That's the power of Maya. Bhakti is simple, not easy. Please take it seriously today.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, and I think just one thing, if I may, add, like based upon what I've seen and heard, for everyone there is a specific trap of Maya. How Krishna tests every single person. Those who are in mode of ignorance, they'll be trapped by ignorance, then passion, and those who are in goodness, having a very balanced life and managing everything, then they, the trap of goodness comes in and trap those who are in mode of goodness. So transcending them is very difficult. And Prabhuji so nicely mentioned about the example of how keeping our priorities right. And of course, the association of devotees gets us to validate what our priority should be, and planning for our future, like being in a circumstance where I can practice bhakti, which is more favorable for my bhakti. Those will be another things which we really can plan right now for our future. So those were few thoughts coming to my mind, but beautifully answered by Gurukishore Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Should I end it now?
Prabhuji, just let's see if you have a couple more minutes. If
I have to go for bathroom then.
Please have any other further questions? Just 2 more minutes, if that's okay.
I have to go to bathroom. You should wait.
Thank you,
there.
Prabhu.
I'll come back.
Okay, Prabhuji, we'll wait. Okay. So any other devotees have any questions so that we can keep it ready? That way, when Prabhuji comes, we'll quickly discuss and then end. So Chaitanya Prabhu, any further discussion you want to have in that with Yugal Kishore Prabhu once he comes?
No, Prabhu, I think Prabhu answered it well.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Any other questions? Raksha Mataji, Shirisha Mataji, Rohan, any questions you have? Kumar? Anybody else? Otherwise, Rakshita Mataji, Archana Mataji, Nirmala Mataji, Suresh Prabhu, Anandirada Mataji, Tarachan Prabhu, Nirbhay Prabhu,
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Ketki Mataji.
Prabhuji, I have a
Okay,
question.
so you will be going. Okay, Mataji. So you can share your question once Prabhuji comes. He's going to come in a few more minutes.
Prabhuji, but I
Lakshmi
think
Mataji will ask her question next. Yes, Mataji, बताइए क्या question है?
प्रभुजी मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि अगर कृष्णा चाहते ही हैं हम उनके पास आए, वही हमारी लास्ट डेस्टिनेशन है, तो इतना माया का ट्रैप हमारे लिए है क्यों? जब उन्होंने ही सब कुछ प्लान किया तो ये क्यों किया हमारे लिए कि हमको इतना ही मुश्किल क्यों बना क्या कि तुम ये करो? एफर्ट तो करते हैं लेकिन फिर फेल हो जाते हैं, फिर तो ऐसा क्यों किया? कुछ इजी रास्ता क्यों नहीं किया?
That's a good question. Maybe we can ask all the devotees who are here. As a Chaitanya Prabhu, he did medicine. Kumar Prabhu did engineering. All the other Prabhus, they did their studies, and Matajis also. तो हम पूछ सकते हैं उन लोगों से कि ये जो टेस्ट है ये क्यों बनाते हैं? जब कॉलेज wants us to be doctors, then they just said, oh, Prabhuji is here. So, Rakshita Mataji, can you please repeat your question so that Prabhuji can hear? Prabhuji, are we audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Prabhupada. Prabhuji, my question is, if Krishna, wants us to go back to Krishna, So why did Krishna make it so difficult that we have to go through so many ways, Maya and this and all? Why didn't he make it easier for us, Prabhuji, if he really wanted us to reach him? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Who is this?
Prabhuji, Rakshita. Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
installed the Bhagavatam at her place last week.
Uh-huh.
You can on the video. So she's asking this question, Rakshita Mataji. She installed the Bhagavatam last week. She's asking, why is it so? Krishna is making. Why is she? Why
Krishna is not making it difficult, Prabhu. We are making it difficult, actually. What is that? What is that? When a water drop falls from the sky, the water drop is very pure.
I've been carrying and this was back and forth. Wait. Then he
So when a water drop falls from the sky,
mute your mic?
swiped at their tail as if the
Yes, thank you.
So when water drop falls from the cloud, water drop is very pure. Then what happens? As it starts falling down, it starts picking up the impurities from the environment. Finally, the worst thing happens, it falls in the mud. And it becomes so muddy, water drop does not even know I was very pure water drop one time. So you have to purify it through fractional distillation, whatever different process. So likewise, we have been associating with this metal nature for very long time. In other words, the disease is very long time. In Ayurveda there is a saying, if the disease is 10 years, you should take the medicine 10 years. And I should not speak this because everyone is English, the doctor here. But I want to also tell one more thing. Krishna, we want to enjoy independent of Krishna. Krishna facilitated it. So Krishna facilitated it. Actually, mind is in mode of goodness. With a very genuine way to serve us, Krishna gives a mind, which is in mode of goodness. But when you identify, the pure soul identifies with the temporary metal body of 206 bones, blood, flesh, and marrow. Soul means what? Sachitananda, eternity, knowledge, and bliss. Spirit, it is no. Today we are scared of a blade. We are scared of corona. Somebody said all the virus put together in the world, they are less than 10 grams. But it has shaken up the whole world. We don't need to be scared of the soul is, what is that? Nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dhati pavaka nachayanam klediyantyavaha nusoshit marata. So no material situation can scare the soul because soul is spiritual. But because of our absorption with matter, we identify with matter, fear comes. And I want to tell the story. You will understand, Krishna has not made it difficult. We are making it ourselves difficult. One day, Janak Maharaj asked Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra means his body is carved in eight areas. So Ashtavakra came walking like this. Everyone started laughing. And seeing them laughing, Ashtavakra started laughing. Why is everyone laughing? Because his walk was like that. Why is Ashtavakra laughing? You guys are so foolish. I am not the body. I am spirit soul. But you are identifying me with my body. Sorry, I am not. The only person who did not laugh and who understood the whole thing is Maharaj Janak. He was watching both. Wow. Then Maharaj Janak asked one question to Ashtavakra. How to overcome Maya? How to come out of Maya? Then Ashtavakra immediately went and embraced the pillar and said, leave me, leave me, leave me.
Oh, yeah.
Should I continue?
Yes.
Ashtavakra said, he embraced the pillar and said, pillar, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me. Everyone started laughing. This crazy guy, he's embracing a pillar and he's telling, leave me, leave me. He has to leave the pillar. Everyone started laughing. But Ashtavakra turned back and looked at Maharaj Janak. Understood? said, yes. We have desires. We want name, we want fame, we want to enjoy our senses, we want to enjoy our tongue, we want to enjoy everything at the exclusion of Krishna, independent of Krishna. So Maya is not catching you, you are embracing Maya and telling, leave me, leave me, leave me. How many of you understand? Prabhupada said you can become Krishna conscious in 1 minute. That video is there, I encourage everyone to see. 1 minute, just surrender. Accept what is favorable for Krishna consciousness, anukulyasya sankalpa. Reject what is unfavorable for Krishna consciousness right now, pratkulyasya varjanam. Rakshati shati viswaso. Krishna is my protector, not the credit card or green card. Goptrutya varnam tada. Krishna is my maintainer, not my intelligence, not my job, not my 401k. Atmanikshat karpanya, body, mind, and words serve Krishna with the humility. This is what's called a Saranagati, surrender. Your life will change. But because of our association with the matter for so long time, I told, right, we are stuck for millions and millions and millions of years. We forgot that we are in a pure water drop. We are thinking we are mud only because of our association with matter for so long. But that's why when a guru comes, when a devotee comes, that's why we should be grateful to devotees actually. They are waking us up. And we are trying to go back to Godhead billions and trillions of lifetimes later. First time we are making an endeavor. Do you think the conditioning will go overnight? It takes time. Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so very much for the wonderful story. I mean, yes, that whole one thing is really, really right. I mean, we are not trying to, just leave it. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Somebody, Alakananda Adhikari, the Brahman name is Puntanam. Yeah, thank you. I don't know the name. I forgot. Very grateful. So, Abhiram Gopal Prabhu should end it here. It's late.
Thank you so much for your time and association. Very, very grateful to you. And we hope and pray that we keep getting your association. Some more devotees are here who wants to do it next week. So
you're all looking like wife and husband sitting together, like Lord Shiva and Parvati sitting in, in that Kailash, very, very wonderful, very wonderful pictures sight, So children are also looking like, what is it, Kartikeyan, Murugan, Ganesha, that's. So we'll end it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you for your time and sharing your wisdom.
If I spoken anything wrong, excuse me as your servant, but very grateful.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhu ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Jai.
Thank you once again for joining. Oh, one thing Anish wants to show everybody, and that is he wrote Ram. So, darshan, everybody can do darshan of the Lord in His holy name.
Do it quickly.
Good job, Ansh.
Good job, Anish. Thank you. Raksha Mataji, yes, you're saying
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I was not able to ask. So my question is, I have been trying to chant, read, listen, but sometimes it is becoming very overwhelming because I want to do more, but because of the responsibilities that I'm entangled, I cannot.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, that is a very genuine problem, and I think everybody will come across this sometime or the other. Krishna sometimes like to see how we are using our time nicely, and then accordingly he will expand time in future. So if we are able to use please. So if we have, let's say, 15 minutes a day, and if we use those 15 minutes nicely, and we have the eagerness and inclination, in future Krishna will expand those 15 minutes into 15 hours. but we have to be very careful in how we are using it. The problem happens is sometimes when we have less time, we may be serious and sincere, but when we get more time, we become more careless, callous. All those of us who have got more time sometimes can see how our attitude and our nature changes. So sometimes more time can be more dangerous, and sometimes when we have more time, we don't use it properly. So then Krishna takes it away and gives us less time. So based upon how we are using our current time, our future time will manifest accordingly. So my experience would be, if we have 15 minutes and we try to utilize that properly, nicely, carefully, and have the eagerness and inclination and pray to Krishna, then he'll give us more and more time. And then the other thing would be to plan our future and services in such a way that we can do more Krishna conscious services rather than being non-Krishna conscious. So when we are preparing, don't take a job which is very, very busy, very, very demanding. Don't take extra service and volunteer for non-Krishna conscious things. Don't plan or things which are not directly related to Krishna. So these are some of the things we can do right now. Of course, in your situation with small kids, whatever you can offer right now has to be centered around children. And if the children can get values of Krishna consciousness now by being, with the devotees, getting some glimpse and association, then that will pay you back for long, long time. If the children become Krishna conscious now, then your future Krishna conscious will be automatic. When we are dependent on children, when we are dependent on our environment, when we are about to leave our body, at that time, what vibrations will be around us will be very, very important. So whatever investment we are doing right now in Krishna consciousness, we have to be mindful that it is in Krishna's arrangement. And let's say, God forbids, but in future, children do not become Krishna conscious. That could be a possibility also, because we don't have to think always, okay, I am investing in children, that means I have to get the return. No. That is their own whole choice. If they choose not to be Krishna conscious, then also we did our duty right now of giving them Krishna consciousness, and let their free will, once they are at that stage, based upon their free will, they can choose how they want their future to be. But right now, very, very important to use our intelligence to see how much more time we can engage in Krishna's service. Like if you want to listen to lecture while cooking, while eating, while driving, while kids are sleeping, if we can utilize those times, then slowly Krishna will manifest more and more. And I think other devotees are here who may have more practical realizations than me. I'm sure you want to share something.
No, I think you
I want to ask a question. Do you
Give me
have this?
1 second, Nirmala Mataji, just 1 second. So anybody else would like to share? Nirbhay Prabhu, Chaitanya Prabhu, anybody else would like to answer question? Rakshita Mataji, Raksha Mataji asked a nice question. Anybody else wants to share? Natasha Mataji.
Nothing really, Prabhu. I really liked what you said, and I've noticed that myself also, that when we have time, then we don't utilize it correctly, and then sometimes less is more. And if we have limited time, sometimes I feel that personally, sometimes I tend to utilize that better at times than when I feel like I have the whole day and then I don't utilize it as well as the other times. Hare Krishna.
Yes, and we have to remember that what we are doing right now, both things happen, like how much we are investing in Krishna consciousness and how much the total time we have. So total time is like the denominator, and the time we are investing in Krishna consciousness is the numerator, right? So if the denominator is less, automatically the whole sum will be more. Is it making sense? So if we have less resources, less time, less availability, less capability, less skills, but we are doing it with enthusiasm, then the overall equation will be a higher number than when we have a huge denominator and a little more numerator. Does it make sense? Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Navya wanted to show this, Prabhuji. She has been telling me to do this.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
She made this.
Is this Krishna, Navya?
Yes.
You made it?
My mom made the sketch and then I colored it.
So nice, beautiful. Let's give a big round of applause for Navya. Revo.
Yeah, Evo. Thank you,
Excellent.
Prabhuji.
Oh, Radhya made such nice. Hari bol.
Oh, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Amazing. Okay, I think Nirmala Mataji had a question now.
Okay, do you have this Bhagavatam on pen drive?
Do we have the Bhagavatam on pen drive? You mean you want to watch in what, in computer?
Well, or while driving, you can
Or listen? You mean
listen. Yeah.
Yes, we have a lot of audios.
Like a audiobook?
You may have to download it in your computer and put it in pen drive if you want. I can share with you some audio links from ISKCON Desire Tree.
From Bhagavatam?
Yes, from Bhagavatam.
Okay.
We'll share. I can share with you English, Hindi, and Gujarati, all three. So you can choose whichever you want to. Okay, Mati?
Okay.
Prabhuji, actually, if you can share it on the common, it will be very nice. We can.
Okay. Yes, I will share in the comment.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, are you asking about audiobook or are you asking about lectures?
Both are available.
Yeah, audiobook का separate link है.
So we'll link it all. Okay. So Anand Kishore is going to share the audiobook right now, and then lectures I'll share separately.
Yeah, but audiobook, you cannot now. Most of the car don't have that CD player or cassette or anything.
Yeah, probably.
They only have the pen drive,
Yes. Okay, great. Any last final points anybody wants to share? Otherwise, we'll end it here. So today is very, very auspicious Ekadashi. Thank you to all the devotees who joined, and thank you for all those who worshipped the Bhagavatam on this day. It's very, very, very auspicious. This is one of the most auspicious Ekadashi coming in many, many years, months and many, many years. Okay, so we'll end it here. Vancha kalpatarubhya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Prabhupada ki